From WYFF in the upstate of South Carolina is our meteorologist, Justus, along with us this morning, which he got a little flashback of history all of a sudden in his hands. And this is an amazing story of something that happened was this a thrift store where the story begins for you?
It begins there, but it begins with our viewers. I mean, much like your listeners, you guys know it. Our community is one of a kind. I've worked in the Charlotte market. I've worked in Savannah. I've worked here in the upstate. There's nowhere like the Carolinas and Georgia. And I think our viewers, our listeners, they're like family to us. And this viewer, Alyssa, reached out and she said, hey, I was going through my attic and I had a box full of my mom's stuff. She used to frequent flea markets, and there was a flea market find box. And inside of it was this Bible, and it was from 1917, and it was from a relative of mine, Sue Justus, from my hometown of Edneyville.
Okay, so this is a complete stranger that finds this in a box from a flea market, and she put two and two together that this might possibly be a family member of yours?
Yeah, she watches WIFF faithfully, and she saw Edneyville, which is where my family orchard is, fifth generation apple growers, same land all the way through. And she said, I bet this is one of your family. So I started asking my dad, my aunts, uncles about this. And sure enough, we believe Sue from 1917 here is my great-grandfather's aunt. And sure enough, she sent a Mr. Hoyt Hack a Bible right before he was deployed for World War I.
And it looks like it's because you've posted this on your social, and of course we have it on his radio TV. But it looks like a little New Testament is kind of what she was sending him.
Yeah, it's like a pocket Bible, and researching it, they would let be for the soldiers to carry in their pocket right here, so that they could have the word right there. And it's so special to me. They wrote something in her. She wrote something, a little note to him. What'd she write?
Oh,
it says. September 17th to Mr. Hoyt Hack by Sue Justus. She said, please see page number 423. And you flip to 423 here. And she wrote the page number because there wasn't actually a page number. So she wrote it in there.
Okay.
And it's basically the sinner's prayer. She's basically hoping that he will say the sinner's prayer and become saved. And hopefully this will be an encouragement for him as he's over in the war. But it's It's the stories that this could tell, where it's been, the good word that maybe it's shared in such a tough time is amazing. Just the stories that could probably unpack.
And just how God got it to you. I mean, 106 years ago, right? This thing gets into a soldier's hands, and then this journey of life falling into a flea market, into a box, into an attic, and now in your hands at your home.
Yeah, exactly. She reached out and I said, well, that's pretty neat. And she said, well, can I drop it by or mail it to you? I said, yeah, I'd love to meet you. So one day she just dropped it by, didn't say anything. And the front desk calls me and I go up there and I open the envelope and here it is. Wow, this thing is packed. And so I wrote her back and just, sent my thanks to Alyssa Farmer in the Greenville area. Just so thankful that she, thought to do that and return the Bible to our family. And everybody's so excited to see it, and just a really neat story.
Well, I feel like we need to find Hoyt and Hoyt's family, and we need to put, the middle to this story, and then get it to Nicholas Sparks, and then Nicholas Sparks makes a movie out of it in a book, and then everybody can be part of it, because it sounds like she had a heart for him, whether that was they were romantically involved or it was just somebody that was on her heart and she wanted him to know Jesus.
Exactly. She really cared for him and definitely wanted to know Jesus. She's underlined scripture in here in Matthew. It is really sweet. We did a little digging. There was a Hack Hotel that opened a mile and a half from where our current farm sits right now in Hendersonville. It ran from the 1920s to about the 1940s before it was tore down. But we never saw Sue's name changed to Hack. So we're not sure if they got married, what kind of the story is there. We're digging in with family members that know. Unfortunately, my grandfather has passed, so we don't have that information right at hand. But very interested to know the rest of the story, as Paul Harvey would say.
So before we let you go, what kind of notes are in it outside of what you already shared?
Just underlining scripture. She underlined Matthew here. She gave him, some wisdom in John. I mean, she. It's clear that she was trying to give him some encouragement while he was going. He was stationed in Augusta, about to go to war, and sure enough, was trying to give him some encouragement. And it looks like, I mean, it's warm, but it's still in good shape. So it looks like maybe he kept it with him for a little while, because it's not in mint condition, but it's been read.
Close to his heart.
Quite amazing.
Close
Chris
to his
Justus, thank you for the time this morning, and thank you for being a part of the His Radio family.
Oh, thanks for having me. I'll always enjoy you guys.